Eat local here in Chicago, Illinois. That right there, that's Corey Wagner. I'm Sean Ely. Today, deep dish pizza. That's right, deep dish here in Chicago. This video made possible by a YouTuber, a jacked human being, Chase Irons. $50 on Super Thanks, Chase. Thanks so much. Pick a specialty or build your own at George's Deep Dish. Thanks for the entertainment from a fellow Chicagoan. Chase, this episode made possible by you. Thank you. And then also here today, a 2-pack Sixer sauce shout out to Peter Merriman, who purchased on numbersixwithcheese.com. Peter, thank you. numbersixwithcheese.com. Get our hot sauce. We got 3 of them. Support us. All right, deep dish at George's. We've never been to this place. Let's go. Shh. Amazing. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Thank you. Bye. All right, you guys. Beautiful sunny day in Chicago. How about some, I even said it, Chicago. Let's get some Corey Wagner second angle.
All right, let's pop that out, and boom, there it is. This is the Wentz corner bar stool. Don't sit on it. Italian sausage, Italian beef, and more provisions jarred, all layered on top of a deep dish pizza.
Shout out Jeff Morrow and his brand.
Shout out Mr. Jeffrey Morrow.
What a unique looking pie.
Wow.
Bright. That looks fun.
It does look fun.
They have 10 inches and 14 inches. This is the bigger one, the 14. Yeah, so the 14 inch was $39 before tax. The 10 inch version, 10 bucks less, $29. This is a big ass pizza. I mean, this is heavy. This is.
I'm gonna look up another deep dish's 14 inch.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 8 massive thickle slices. Yeah, you looking up like Pequods?
I went to La Briola, but okay, like, 38 bucks.
Okay.
So yeah, for their specialty deep dish, like a regular deep dish is 30, 31, but
ooh, that is hot, tough.
Ooh,
yeah.
So wet under there.
Wet and hot.
I like that.
Just like an Italian beef. Huh? All right, we got there. That's one thing about these too, is you gotta like wait. Once you get it, you gotta let it set like a steak.
Yeah, you know, I'm wondering, I'm sure that is probably the case. I'm sure that's the case. But I think this is probably worse than most because it seems it's so wet on the bottom. I mean, that's an Italian beef thing. I mean, I'm sure they didn't do it on purpose, but like, I'm not saying they dipped it.
That'd be really great. You want your pizza dipped?
Want your pizza dipped?
No. How cool is it though that a bodybuilder donated to this show? I think that's really neat.
I'd give it a 2. If I'm like 2 out of 10, if I'm ranking like cool things.
I give it like I wasn't really ranking. I just think it's cool. I don't like no numerical ranking needed.
Yeah, no, but
I think it's a cool thing.
Like when you're asking me how cool do I think it is, I have to give it some sort of value.
And you went numerical.
I'm not like cool. I'm
like decently cool. No, barely cool actually.
Yeah,
2 out of 10 is barely cool.
A bodybuilder donated.
I think it's I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's like, I guess like a touch higher than, you know, Courtney working HVAC. Mm-hmm. That much better. That much more cool.
Okay. Do we want to go for this and just give it a go?
Up to you.
All right, George's. Cheers. Whoa, really tomatoey, like, and then I got the hit with the heat from the jar, and then the crispy cheesy hit me at the end. 3 just completely different things.
I like the taste and I hate the experience. That's what I'm feeling right now. It's so messy and difficult to eat.
I like the,
yeah, I'm not having fun with it.
The sauce really does kind of feel more like a real Italian sauce, rather than like a lot of pizzas we see in America. This like feels like dolloping on fresh Roma tomato like in Italy.
I'll tell you what, I really like the sauce. Usually, I feel like especially lately I've been like a hater of sauces. This sauce is good, very good to me.
It tastes very like house-made, simmering. Also, I like that the Italian beef has like a good crisp on the edges to it. I think it probably baked in the oven a little bit. Like, it kind of gives a little more texture than it normally has, which I'm digging. Also, good dispersion of Morrow provisions. I'm seeing a lot of it. I dig that. He has like kind of a finer jarred than a lot of the other places do, I've noticed. And something I really liked about his batches is it's much finer. You can like really,
I like a finer jar.
Disperse it throughout.
Now that I'm a few bites in and it's more manageable, I'm enjoying this process a little more, but at first bite, it's so heavy and wet.
Yeah.
It falls apart. I just don't dig that.
For you deep dish aficionados, do you guys always eat it with your hands? Do you do a first bite or 2 with a fork? Do you do the whole thing with a fork and knife? Like, I don't like eating pizza with a fork and knife personally. I love being able to pick it up. I'm excited for this crust bite though. I feel like this is gonna be really really crunchy. And it was.
Is crunch a big, how big does that play into your, because to me I'm thinking just because something's crunchy, that doesn't mean I'm gonna necessarily like it.
No, for sure. I think it needs to have some nice cheesiness in with it, which is why I like Detroit style when done right. It's not just the crunch, it's because I'm a texture guy. I love a crunch at the end of it, but
yeah, sure.
This doesn't have the like caramelized cheese like a Detroit style does, so the flavor's not there as much as I'd like it to be. But I just really like that experience exists. Also, the bottom even here is really nice and crispy. I think overall, this is a pretty damn good deep dish pizza to me. Like, I think this is pretty well done. I wish it was a little less soupy for sure, but I kind of deal with that a lot. With deep dishes, I find myself like, there's only a few places I've ever found that really do it well where it's not soupy.
Yeah, and I don't even know if soupy is how I would personally describe it. I think it's soupy, I think of like a lot of vegetables get on there and their water gets released.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the experience that I'm having, but I just know that the front end of everything's falling off.
Yeah.
That I don't like.
Right. Okay, I just had a really good piece of sausage. I think that was the first time I truly noticed it. It was so herby and crunchy. Like, part of it.
A little bit of a second piece.
Yeah.
I just have to see like how bad this.
This is a wild thing to order to me, like in regular life.
Yeah.
Such an event.
Okay. Well, yeah, the first piece, I could have just grabbed a bad piece. We could have like done a bad order. I don't know if the Italian beef is like a tough one.
That argument though, like it's on your menu and we ordered it. It's the first thing on your pizza specialty list. Like, it shouldn't be on the customer to be like, oh, you ordered the wrong thing.
I mean,
it's like if you're gonna offer them a specialty pizzas, they should all be good. You know what I mean? It's like not on the customer.
I guess to some extent, but also I'm just saying like, I mean, there's definitely places where the one thing is the thing to order and a bunch of other foods aren't it.
Yeah.
And he asked us to rate it. I'm just giving their breathing room. I'm not saying like, I mean, look, if you go to every restaurant in America, 95% of them are gonna have one doinker on the menu.
Sure.
I don't think it's abnormal to have a doinker, so I'm just giving a little bit of like wiggle room of like, hey, maybe we just did a bad order. Because I think that happens. And you're not wrong. Like, yes, if something's on the order, I wish every restaurant in America made everything was a banger, but there's a reason I jizz about Tempesta Market. You know what I mean?
Because the whole sandwich list is fantastic.
And because that is such a rarity. That's why I freak out about it.
Yeah.
It's like, you are correct, they have it on the menu, they should do it right. But also, this guy asked us to get it first, because also 75% of this had been a really good experience. So maybe this was just a bad order and it's front loaded. I don't know.
It's also like when people donate and they don't tell us what to get, they just say, go to a place. It's a lot of pressure, man. I want the video to be great for you. I always like when people just tell us what to get personally, because I love to just like do people's orders. But yeah, Chase, I'd love to know personally, comment below, what is your order? Like, what do you get when you go here? I'd love to know.
Yeah.
I do like this though. I think the sausage is great. I want more of it.
The sausage is great, the sauce is great. I think it's tough to do specialty pizza for deep dish, like, point blank period. It's not the type of pizza you want to load up. Generally, I suggest to people always keep the ingredients to 1, maybe 2 items.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, this is probably like top 3 deep dishes I've had.
I really like it, yeah. I think you're also spot on. Right after you get through that first bite, then it becomes way more fun to eat. You gotta kind of like earn it.
I can't believe I'm blown away by the sauce.
It's really good sauce, right? Like, damn, I really do like it a lot.
It's really good sauce. I'd like to just go back and have some of whatever their pasta is.
Yeah, no kidding.
I bet they do really good pasta.
They also do thin crust pizzas.
Tavern, you think? Or
yeah, I think I think like the thin crust at a place like this means tavern.
Means tavern, yeah.
So I wonder if that's good, because I think if they're using this sauce, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of fun. I haven't tried a ton of deep dish. I've probably had like 10 places.
No, probably 10, that's what.
So it's like, I don't know, I think if I find one that I'm genuinely like, oh, I'd get this again. Yeah. Like, I would get different toppings for sure, but I think the base is great.
Yeah, my gut tells me this is like a top 3 deep dish joint.
Also, what I love about this place, they opened at 4 today, and we knew this was going to be the last place we were going today for our filming day. They let you order and pick your pizza up at 4. I feel like that's so unique. Like, most places open at 4, you're not getting a pizza till 4:45. The fact that they made a point on their website to say, what you pick, that is when it is ready. Not when you start coming here, get here at that time. We got here at 3:58, and I got a text at like 3:58 that was like, your pizza's ready.
That's never the case.
I just am so blown away by that. And it's like the little things. We've done this for so long. I do a lot of ordering for us when he's driving, and I see the most dumbass shit, and it pisses me off. I love when places are just clear cut on what it is and they execute. End of rant. I just loved it. I loved it.
I mean, that means those employees are definitely not getting there at 4, because I feel like that's usually the thing. They're like, yeah, we open at 4,
but they get
so you can pick your first pizza up at 4:45.
Yeah,
that is nuts.
As soon as I walked in, she knew who I was. She was like, "Yep, I know you got an order." Like, I don't know, I just dug it.
You'd be surprised at how rare that is.
Mm-hmm.
I low-key kind of wish we would have gotten just a standard pizza, because I feel like this might be top-notch.
I agree, dude. I think next time we come here, if it happens, we just do sausage.
Yeah, yeah. Everything about that, ingredients-wise, it was just those first 2 bites were a pain in the
I agree.
neck.
I totally, like, look at this piece. That's just all like kind of tomato.
It's got so moist.
And as soon as you pick that up, it's gonna slide. So, you know, I don't like the like first bite having to do the fork.
Yeah. God dang, I never do I notice tomato sauce. I feel like that has to be exquisite for that to stand out to me.
I think that's absolutely the review then. It tastes like tomato sauce that we had in Naples. Like when they, you know what I mean? It was like chunkier, and they kind of, it's like the margarita pizzas, like what that sauce looks like compared to like American pizza sauce.
Yeah, like canned.
They're not, they don't,
like that, like you said, I think out of the gates, like you feel like they're making that out, like homemade.
Yeah, it just feels like there's a pot back there simmering all day. I don't know, just like, and this is just, I like that, if that's not caramelization, it's at least cooked really well.
Yeah, I think so, because I don't think it is caramelized.
But man, and like, look how light and airy. I'm not saying it's focaccia, but that is like so bouncy. The dough is really well done.
I might have a little caramelization on there, actually.
As I was eating it, I was loving it more.
Agreed.
It was like just kind of snowballing for me. Like if I wasn't so full, I'm gonna slam a third piece. Not now, maybe later.
Man, they did really good. That's a tough ask to do
it's so hard.
An Italian beef deep dish. You're like asking for problems.
100% ask for problems.
You're begging for failure on that, man.
I think that's the best sauce we've ever had on a deep dish pizza.
That might be the best sauce I've had on a pizza. I really like it. I'd like them to, I think if they outsourced to Fat Chris's, I might have liked that amount of.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, because that's
sauce.
so different than that sauce.
Yeah, that was just damn good.
Oh my goodness.
Man, good on you, Georges, and good on you, Chase.
That was fun. I'm glad we did that.
I'm really interested to hear what his order is.
Me too. Real quick, some shout outs before we rate that. $5 from Derek Boudreau, a super thanks, and $20 from Patricia Lundman for the love of pizza.
Love it. Oh, great episode for it.
Great episode for that, guys. Donate, click the thanks button, or go to Venmo or PayPal and donate. It helps so much. And also don't forget to like this video here at Eat Local. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification to get our videos right away. That was an Italian beef sandwich pizza. If you could turn a sandwich into a pizza, what would you do? And then what would the style be? Would it be New Haven, New York, Detroit, Chicago, Pizza Hut? I don't care. Give me what would be on it and the style of pizza. It has to be based from a sandwich.
Do you think Pizza Hut's a style?
Yeah, sadly. And time to rate that pizza. This thing's falling apart. Much like me trying to get through this sentence. Alex Trebek, thank you so much, Corey. Out of 100, Eat Local, what do you give it?
Out of 100. Put that back on when you're done, please.
I will. Actually, I should take all this off.
No, it's all gonna
I wasn't holding it on.
Yeah, that's why I wanted it back on.
Makes sense, makes sense. I trust you now.
There's still some things that need to be fixed, but I'm giving a lot of points, I feel like, just because I don't know.
I genuinely really liked it.
I did really like it. That first couple bites just pissed me off, and I'm kind of thinking like, that's not what they deserve. I think there's like better pizza that they serve there.
Well, let's see where he went numerically. On the count of 3, are you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Oh, that's fun. 90, A-. I think an A-. You're right. Fix a few things and that's elite.
Yep.
This is one, I don't think a lot of times we eat deep dish and I'm like, oh, I'm jonesing to come back. Like, I want to come back and get a sausage pizza from there.
Yeah, no kidding. I never eat deep dish and then Jones and go back. That's such a rarity.
Also, one more thing that I have to compliment them on. On the ordering form, it says, do you want it cut or uncut? It says recommended uncut because it wants to keep its integrity. It thinks you're taking it home. They don't think you're eating anything. I clicked cut. It was cut. They had a way to cut the pizza. I like that. If you watch the show, you know not all places are cutting it.
He's got a little PTSD.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. Chase Irons, thank you, my dude. If you want to be like Chase, get a workout in.
You can't be like Chase.
You can get a workout in, but you're not gonna look like that. But you can donate to the show and pick where we go.
As a matter of fact, I guarantee people watching our show, there's a very low likelihood that they look like Chase Irons.
That's just true. And it's not an insult to you. It's just really hard to look like that.
Might be
it's more of an etiquette thing. All right, guys, we'll see you soon. Thanks for being here. Shh.